Art in the community is an effective way to bring both community members together as well as ensure the healthy development of children within that said community. Art within a community can create special bonds with other members of a community, setting the foundations of communication, sometimes that is crucial when relating in society. Communities that support arts and education are more likely to receive aid for their schools and will reap the maximum benefits art education can provide. By learning about art in ancient societies, students not only can compare it to their own art, but will learn that art has been an important aspect of community life since the beginning of time. Art has allowed for historians to understand ancient cultures and the purpose it had within these communities. This can do the same for children as well. For example, in Egypt, artists would use clear and simple lines combined with simple shapes and colors in order to maintain a sense of balance within political and religious order. A figure's size would be based on its importance in society. For example, an Egyptian pharaoh would always be drawn the biggest and at the top of the painting. During the Renaissance era, wealthy families would commission artists to construct pieces of artwork for them. These artworks were sometimes portraits and were seen as a symbol of prestige.
Within a community and society in general, it is important for children to create bonds with others within their community. An easy and effective way to do this is through art. Especially for children of different backgrounds, religion, ethnicity, etc., art can be used as a commonality among students that feel unattached from their community and fellow classmates. Most importantly, art can be used for students to represent their own individualities and build pride for their culture.
How and where a child is brought up has a huge effect on how he or she adapts and interacts within a community. Disadvantaged children become exposed to stressful and disturbing occurrences that can lead to emotional, social, and mental issues. Art itself cannot solve these problems, but the teachings of it is the perfect outlet for the stress these children endure. An organization called ASTEP, Artists Striving to End Poverty, began in 2003 to help children of low socioeconomic communities deal with their everyday problems. They first created a summer camp that taught a variety of artistic expressions for children 6 to 18. They have reached out to over 2,500 children among the United States and helped them cope with the problems they face at home.
Stanford professor of art and education Elliot Eisner believes that art is the only gateway a student has from verbal and numerical curriculum. He believes that unlike with math, English, or science, there should not be any real structure when it comes to teaching art to children. Doing this would only hinder the effectiveness art has as a form of free expression. A study was done in Texas based on the interactions between a community in Texas and arts collaborators and corporation that demonstrated how the ACI was more willing to contribute to those schools in which were involved with the community. They felt that the more the community was aware of the benefit of arts for students, they would be more likely to support educational policies that assisted the arts.
When a community is involved in the education of students, they are better informed of their curriculum and therefore can play a vital role in pushing for more art programs within education. Although not always considered a priority in academics, 47 states have arts education mandates, 48 have arts education standards, and 40 have arts requirements for high school graduation, according to the 2007-2008 AEP State Policy Database. Goals 2000 Educate America Act, passed in 1994 to set the school reform agenda of the Clinton and Bush administrations, declared art to be a part of what all schools should teach. NCLB, enacted in 2001, included art as one of the 10 core academic subjects of public education, a designation that qualified arts programs for assortment of federal grants.